Plus. My name is Akasan.
Tyrone? I'm here still.
He'll get it sooner than later. We just finished Black Girls. No. Black Arrow. No. Green Arrow and the Green Arrow and the Canaries, the spin-off show. We're going to take a look at another DC property here. The Joker! Mr. J. Winning all these Academy Awards, and now everybody hates the movie because it's too popular.
Which is crazy.
Unbelievable. We live in a society. All right, let's see what Honest Trailers has to say about this movie. I wonder if they're ever going to change this.
From the studio who won't release the Snyder Cut, and this guy.
I'm sorry, you have the most beautiful feet.
Comes a period.
What movie was that? I don't remember. Yeah, I remember that.
With the bare minimum of Batman it took to get the movie made.
That's funny.
There, look, with the pearls and everything.
Yeah.
Happy Joker. Prepare for a film the media said was too dangerous for you to see, which made audiences way more excited than regular Marvel. Cruising its way to $1 billion on a $55 million budget because it got hyped like a cinematic fear toxin that would turn you into the Joker. Even though it ended up being a mumblecore Scorsese riff about the world's saddest clown. Hey, I wish movies turned you into the protagonist. I've been watching Iron Man for 12 years, and I'm still a moron.
Thank you.
Journey to 1980s Gotham, where the garbage is high, the clown rental business is booming, and everything is yellow. From this urban squalor, a Joker will rise in Arthur Fleck. And if Marvel is known for making their heroes get ripped, DC will one up them by making their star get ribs. He's a loner who deserves all your sympathy for being poor and mentally ill, but earns all of your contempt for being a viral video star and wannabe comedian. He's got the faded hoodie and everything. Dude looks like he's about to ask you to do his podcast. Go back to the open mic, you pieces. Boo! Some Jokers are in it for the ego. Some just want to watch the world burn. Now, this version is here to teach you a lesson. You should show more compassion for the mentally ill, or they'll snap and kill you. But this Joker has a few unique tricks up his sleeve, like the superhuman capacity to, bathe the elderly, sleep in a refrigerator, and instead of writing damaged on his forehead, just damage his forehead. Yikes. You better fight Batman quick, before he turns 12 and overpowers him. Experience a film with one of the all-time great Joaquin Phoenix gangly loner performances, and one of the, let's say, third most uncomfortable Joaquin Phoenix interviews.
We're having fun.
Yeah!
Just relax.
I remember.
Do I have a large frog in my hair?
No.
No. Something's crawling out of my scalp.
That shows off one of the greatest actors of our generation's incredible range, from laughing normally to laughing because of a medical condition. To laughing maniacally.
This shit is making me laugh. Fuck.
To cry laughing.
Cry laughing.
To every laugh in between. You know, you'd think a film that was 70% laughing and dancing would be more upbeat, but the other 30% is getting the crap kicked out of him.
Yeah, I mean, yeah. Yeah. What was that? Damn. Wah, wah.
Do you feel some type of way about society? This movie does. And the message is going to be in close up and bold, just in case you missed it.
True.
Because the true villains of Joker are uncaring billionaires, misogynist Wall Street jerks.
Don't ignore him. He's being nice to you.
Lack of government funding.
The city's cut funding across the board. Social services is part of that.
And easy access to guns.
You gotta protect yourself out there.
So wait, it wasn't an incel rallying cry or an anti-SJW screed?
Nope.
How is it possible that every hot take about this movie was wrong, including the directors? So enjoy a Joker movie that's such a thoughtful, challenging comic book movie. It almost qualifies as a movie with a take on the iconic character that perfectly fits our current day and age, that isn't fun like the 60s, innocent like the 80s, grim like the 2000s, or embarrassing like the 2010s. But it just less as a story than a piece of content to hysterically react to, then immediately forget until the next outrage comes along.
Oh, yeah.
Everybody just yells and screams at each other.
I'm so sick of this society. It makes me so mad I'm gonna lose it and do Joker stuff. Mom, get in the bath. Starring
What the hell?
Moper.
They're all gonna laugh at you.
Don't trust that Z in apartment 8B because she's imaginary. You are not the father. Lil Wayne. Don't you go round and round to re-row. I heard you paint faces. Hey Arthur, are we cool? And stairs.
That place is such a tourist destination now. The Bronx.
People were acting on those.
Yeah, Instagramming. Yeah.
Dance Revolution.
Revolution.
Me here at last on the ground, and you in midair.
These finance guys know all the words to send in the clowns.
Right?
A lot of late night Sondheim sessions with the boys. When you give me
was
the
kind of
Oscar,
weird, like,
can you
why
introduce
did
me
they-
as Joker? Let me see you shake your tail feather.
And then the
Jack
clowns.
Skellington eating Jell-O would technically be cannibalism. This ish just got real. Juicy petunia.
Okay, there you go.
Oh, juicy potato.
Oh, yeah, I knew they were gonna shit on that,
Yeah.
but
That's funny. But yeah, the movie was good. I think people tried to make it more than what it was.
yeah, I mean,
With everything, like, oh, this speaks to this or
that shit was
everything.
ridiculous. I mean, it was still really, it was a good story, but like, it was the funny part is when I went to go see the movie, I saw that movie in Brooklyn, and I don't even know if I should say this story, but basically, somebody I was with, they were like, "Hey man, I gotta hold on a sec. Can you remind me that I put my piece somewhere?" Like they were like, "Hey man, yeah. So after we watch this Joker movie, just remind me that I put my piece somewhere to the side because they check and everything." And, like he was carrying that hotness, like, but it was just kind of funny to myself because they always talk about how like these movies will get people to do crazy things, or like we get like movie shootings and everything. I'm like, there ain't ever gonna be no shootings in Los Angeles.
Yeah.
There ain't ever gonna be no movie shootings in Brooklyn or in New York, because we got the answer for that. Like but I just thought it was really funny, like going to see this movie, and then my dude was like, "Hey man, yeah, just remind me I gotta go pick up my shit in a little bit because I'm packing right now, and they check people right now." So I was like, okay, we got you. But shout outs to Brooklyn over there. Where are you from actually? You're from Texas, right? Alabama. Okay, yeah. The people in the Red Dread Nation out there, they saw me. They were like, "Hey man, I knew it was you out there." I was like, "Thank you," because I saw it when I went to New York.
Oh yeah.
Joker the first time.
I understand people saw you.
Yeah. And it was cool. Much love out there, and it was kind of cool to see like the Joker movie because a lot of that was shot in the Bronx and
so
different parts of.
see.
Yeah, you can definitely see that.
See where it was filmed.
Now I want to go back to the Joker stairs at that point.
If you go this year.
Yeah, but now it's like a tourist destination.
Yeah, so
like you really had to hit it up that first week the movie came out. Like my girl Veronica Ray, I think I might have sent you some pictures. Like she dressed up like the Joker in the swimsuit and everything. And that was when nobody knew exactly where it was, but now it's literally a religious destination on Google Maps or so. I like the movie. I don't know if they need to make a sequel to it.
I don't know. I mean, I think it's good to end it like where then like the Waynes are killed and it doesn't have to continue on.
Right.
That was like actually that would be good.
I did like that tie-in.
Yeah,
I thought that was cool.
Yeah, it was really good. Yeah. You kept thinking, oh, the Joker's gonna kill his parents, but then no.
Really? Yeah, I never even thought that.
I think some people think, oh, they're gonna change the story now. The Joker's gonna kill his kind of like on like the was it the first Batman movie?
Got it. Yeah, like where Joe Chill wasn't the one; it was the Joker that killed his parents.
Yeah.
Did you ever dance with the devil in the pale of a moonlight?
Yeah.
And there was like Jack. Yeah, he
Jack
came out there with a smile and shit. I don't care what anybody says. Like, I think Tim Burton did a really good job.
Yeah, that was a good
first movie.
That was a really.
He may not know shit about Batman, but like that was so like revolutionary.
Yeah, it was.
When that
I
movie
think
came out.
he kind of started the movie trend, I guess. But for a little bit with Batman, because
comic book movies.
Yeah, comic movies. I feel like Batman has more movies than any other superhero. I want to say. I'm trying to think. Spider-Man.
I mean.
Well, no, maybe. Well,
you might be right about
so.
that. But see, it's hard to say because I would say Batman has more solo movies.
Solo movies, that's what I meant. Solo movies.
Like solo, because Spider-Man doesn't. I don't know if that's a good question. So Spider-Man is what? So we got 1, 2, 3, Amazing, Amazing 2. Does Homecoming I guess it counts as a solo Spider-Man movie. Homecoming and Far From Home. So that's 8 right there. So Batman Returns, Forever, then Batman and Robin, then that died. No, Batman's still king. Yeah. Batman Begins, The Dark Knight Rises. Yeah. And then, that's it, because Batman versus Superman doesn't count, and Justice League doesn't count. So, I guess it's tied then. It's tied, yeah. And then we have the new Batman movie coming out. So basically, Spider-Man and Batman are kind of neck and neck. Yeah. Iron Mans don't really count either. So, interesting.
There's like, there's 6 Superman movies?
Are there? Really?
Because there was the original 4.
Right.
Then it was the...
Man of Steel. That's it.
No. It's the one with before Man of Steel.
Superman Returns.
Superman Returns, yeah.
Yeah.
So it's 6.
Yeah. So it's really just Spider-Man and Batman. That's it.
Yeah.
But no, Batman was the deal. Like, it was like, I remember as a kid, like, 1989, right? So I remember like all the billboards. That's back in the day when they used to still paint billboards and shit. And all you saw, they didn't even say what it was. They just showed the black and yellow logo, and that was it. And I particularly remember North Hollywood, my hometown. What up, yo? No ho in the house. The library. There was a library right there where back in the day, they used to have these giant posters that they would put billboards, at the bus stops, right? And they kept putting this Batman one up there, and every fucking week, BOW! There was glass on the floor. Somebody was breaking that shit. They put that shit back up there. BOW! There was glass again. Like,
people were just stealing it?
People were just, like, legit ripping that shit out. Like, it was crazy. Because that shit was worth a lot of money. Like, if you've, like, I don't know how it is now in America, but if you've ever seen any of those bus stop posters, they're, like, really good fucking quality. Yeah. I have one. It's, I don't know if it's, I brought it to Japan or not, because it was a Spawn poster. Oh. And so I called the bus company. Or the advertising company. I'm like, somebody tried to sell it to me for like $200, but do you have any ones that you don't need anymore? They're like, oh yeah, no, don't buy that shit. And I had to go all the way to downtown LA, and they had like one that they saved for me, and so I got this Spawn poster at home. Nice. But they're really good quality. But finally, they just gave up and they replaced it with some romance movie with Julia Roberts, and no longer broken. So yeah, it was iconic, man, and obviously it shows with the Joker as well. Yeah, so I liked it, but it's fine to kind of leave it where it is. But I'm pretty sure they're gonna make another one.
Yeah, because it made so much.
It just made way too much money. Yeah. Even if it does half the success, it's still a success. Like half as much, it'll still be a success. But I prefer for them to just keep on doing more Elseworlds type stories.
So, like that. Yeah, like bring in other characters. Like, I don't know who else I want to see next. I like
Felicity. Felicity
get her own
Begins.
standalone
Yeah.
movie.
Felicity Begins. No. I would love to see somebody like Hush would be a little difficult to do, but I don't think Scarecrow wouldn't be. No, I personally would love to see Ra's al Ghul.
Yeah, that would be great.
Just because the eco-terrorist version of Ra's al Ghul, because I do feel like there's a connection in culture right there. But anybody else? Bane, I don't know about that. Catwoman, I think would be kind of cool to do. There's people that I feel can stand alone and have their own sort of story like that. Eco-terrorist, because that's the greatest thing about Batman's rogues gallery is most of them feel like they're not really wrong.
Yeah.
And they kind of have a point. They just have their extreme, like even Poison Ivy has a extreme way of doing things, but she's not exactly wrong. She just has this insane manner of doing it. Like,
I want to destroy everything.
Right. I'll show you. Think green, motherfucker. All right, guys, we're going to get on out of here. Talk to you on the next one. Peace.